Data visualization is something that is very important when you are dealing with data analysis. Okay, so in this video, we're going to learn how to create a line chart using Python. So a line chart with some level of interactivity, like you can see that this is about operating system in terms of market share. Okay, the major operating system or desktop operating system that we have, Windows, Linux, Mac, and so on. So we're going to see how to, as you can see, so you can see that as I put my mouse on the markers, you can see that it gives me some kind of feedback, a tooltip stating the data, the percentage, and the operating system, as you can see here. So that's what I'm going to do in this video. Let's head into VS Code or our code editor. I just created the file called line chart, then line chart new to, because I've done so before. I mean, so many of this type before. So that's why you could see those other files that have been created. So we import the various libraries, then we connect to the data or to the data set, then we print some information out, as you can see here. So displaying it, okay, I have a little error there. So here, what we need to do, you can see that the XLSX wasn't added, that's the extension of that file. So okay, so now okay, let's run it again. So running it again, you can see that it displays the first 5 rows from that file. So just like we saw in the other videos, a series of videos I've done before on this channel. So this is the file, this is the data set. It's in Excel format, as you can see. You have here, you have operating system, then you have the share, which is the market share, more or less the percentage that each operating system has on each year. Okay, so from 2020 to 2024, of course, you could add your own data or use on any other data set for that matter. But this is actually fictitious. It's not it's not real data. I'm just using it for the sake of this example. Okay, so all right, so let's get back. Then here we'll create a variable called group equals data set. Then the group, we enumerate them in that array. Then we'll create the way it is displayed. That is the dimension in line 9. Okay, so this just creates the way, how wide it's going to be, how big it's going to be, and so on. So if you run it now, oh, okay, there's still a little error there. Okay, let's clear this out. So okay, I need to add the S, that's subplots in line 9. Okay, let's run it again now. So let's run it again. All right, so it shows up like this. So it's blank. Okay, so this pretty much just gives us the way, the dimension, basically nothing in it for now. So we'll create a variable, then that is the one for the title. We just customize the title, customize the label, the X and Y at the X and Y axis. Then we'll add the grid on. You can see the grid on this blank page. So this is how it's going to look like before we now begin to feed in the data on it, or the various lines. Okay, so if you remove that grid, it looks like this. All right, so you can see the way it looks without the grid. So put the grid back. Then we'll rotate the text that will be, that the years to be in 45 degrees. Okay, let's just modify the title. Okay, so okay, so they will loop through it by I will create a for loop to loop through the various records within the data sets, as you can see from line 14 all through to line 17, all through to line 17. All right, so they will append the line, then of course with the annotation. Okay, so as you can see right here. All right, so having done that, so the next thing we need to do is to so this is the for loop, like I said. So it goes through it and it displays the record. Okay, so let's clear that out. So let's run it again. So if you run it now, so let's see what we have. So once you run it, so what you have is there's a little error. Okay, so the group there. So let's add ed, that's grouped as a variable. Okay, that will put in all those other array on it. Okay, so let's run it again. So run it again now, so it gives you okay, so let's see. Oh, that needs to be lines. Okay, so that needs to be lines. All right, so okay, let's run it again now. That should go. Okay, so run it again and see that it shows it. Now, if you just want to stop here, of course you are good to go, but we want to add tooltip on it, something that will give some level of interactivity. Okay, so adding tooltip to it, so we say cursor equals mpl cursor, then we'll now put the lines, then the hover equals true. Then we'll define a method or a function, then which is line index. So now what this one does is to trace the line basically and pinpoint or relate the data to the tooltip. Okay, so that's what we have from line 29 to line 35 and so on. Distance equals open double bracket year underscore value minus x, then close bracket, the double times 2 plus operating system underscore value minus y double times 2. What that simply means is that the year underscore value minus x, then whatever value that is raised to power 2, then plus operating system underscore value minus y, then raised to power 2. Basically, that's what this particular line means, that line 30. Okay, of course, the values minus s will have to be handled first before the power of 2, then plus operating system value minus y to the power of 2 as well. Okay, so that's basically what happens then. Now what actually just happens here is be able to join or pin the value to the marker, basically making it as a tooltip, so that as you move your mouse here and there, as you get to the marker, then it showcases the value underneath that marker. So all right, so that's basically what you have. So look at the code very well. I'm going to type it. Like I said, what is highlighted, this area that is highlighted is what is in charge or takes care of the tooltip. So if you just remove it, you are still good to go. The only thing is that the tooltip will not be there. Okay, so that just that. All right, so that's tools 8. Let's run it now. So if you run it now, so put your mouse on each of the markers, as you can see. So you see that it gives you, okay, so see the market share, that's the popularity of desktop operating systems. So as you put your mouse on the marker, as you can see here, so you see that it gives you a tooltip explaining or detailing the data underneath it. So you can see how this one goes down. This is just a fictitious data, it's not the correct one. Just made this up just to be able to showcase this example. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Like the video, share it, and see you in another video. Thank you for watching.